Kingdom Hearts 2 for more adventure, and we're going to be doing a lot of side stuff before we carry on to Disney Castle. I say a lot of side stuff, as much side stuff as I feel like doing, basically. I need to rant for just a little bit about that minigame. Because as you may have recalled from the previous episode, I said it took me 9 hours, and that was not an exaggeration. If you look at my playtime from this episode from the previous one, I'm pretty sure that'll be 9 hours up. So, okay. I mean, so much happened in those 9 hours, I couldn't possibly recount it all. I got so angry, I spoke swear words I didn't even know into existence. I cursed gods I didn't even know. So at some point I ended up trying out Mulan's Limit, which I don't think it'll let me do while we're not in a hostile area. Red Rocket, it's very cool. You're sort of using Mushu's power and you both can kind of fly, and I later learned that you can actually literally fly like straight up into the sky, which is how we're gonna get one of the puzzle pieces in a minute. And you basically swap between two attacks, blasting everyone with Mushu's fire and then using Sora's melee attack where he kind of like swoops around. And so the idea is you kind of alternate. You go like fire and that stuns everyone, and then Sora goes like and like whacks them all. And you do that a few times, then you end with like a big thing where Mushu rains fire from the sky. It's awesome. I learned that if you use it too many times in a row in that minigame, the game just says, I guess you lose, and the enemies stop spawning. So even if you didn't actually get hit, if you're before 85 points, by the time you've used it like twice, really, you lose. Which was a hard truth to learn. But then I got confused for a while because the first few times I used the limit, which I would start using around the time that you get to 47 points, and then 6 of them start spawning. Mushu's little fire blast wasn't taking them out. It was only when I did Sora's little Keyblade swipe thing after that took them out. So I started to think, oh, okay, I guess Mushu's fire just doesn't work on these guys. Pop quiz. I'm gonna show you a screenshot of 2 of these mushroom things. See if you can tell me what the difference between them is. I'll give you a moment. Did you notice that this one has like 1 more point of health? Because I didn't! Yes, indeed, as you get to higher tiers of them, they start having slightly more health. But they do not stagger when struck, which leads to a bunch of very confusing times for me who didn't realize they had more health, and also that they had armor on everything, when I would have instances like this, where I would whack them, and they would simply kill me instead. And I was like, but the particle effects! The whacking sound! It all played to signify to me that I hit them! What do I do? So it turned out that the first hit of Red Rocket does, like Mushu's attack, does actually deal damage to them, it's just that I had to hit them twice, period, with anything, before they would go down. Which I might have figured out earlier, except after I stopped that recording, I picked it back up at 10 p.m., being like, okay, I'll just play in this for another 2 hours, and then, you know, I'll struggle through and get it. And next thing I knew, it was 6 in the morning, and I was sat there just grumbling to myself, swearing, and I decided to turn in for the day, and then the next morning, I then got up at like noon, after 6 hours of sleep, and was like, alright, now let's carry on! And once I'd had a bit of rest, it was like, oh, okay, these ones have a slightly larger health bar. That's clear to me now, it wasn't clear to my sleepless brain last night. At which point I realized I just had to space out the Red Rocket such that I would get up to 77 points by the time they spawn 8 of them, and then using Red Rocket a second time makes them stop spawning them. But at that point, it doesn't matter anyway because there are already 8 on the field, so 77 plus 8 is 85, and we were good. But suffice to say, it was a long night, and I struggled greatly. But there are several positives to this. Number 1, if it turns out that the other Mushroom 13s, like the one in Olympus Coliseum here, are the same kind of thing, I know what I'm doing a bit more now, although we don't have Oren with us to do Bushido if we do return to that one, so I just hope they don't ask me for 85 points again. Because the thing is, it gets very, very difficult to, when they have like 3 hits you need to hit them with. Because their defense is like 8 trillion, so you only do 1 damage per hit-ish. I think is how it's working. So it becomes very difficult to strike them 3 or even 2 times without them striking you once. Because striking them does not make them flinch or anything. So it leads to a lot of times where, especially if using the sliding dash technique like I was, you'll cut through a swath of them, and a bunch of them will only have had 1 health because of, the last limit you did or whatever. And so you'll go like, bang, 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 and then the 5th one, you'll hit them, and then they'll just hit you right after, and you'll be like, wait, so were they invincible? What's the point? What's happening? There's like very little feedback to explain what's going on unless you're watching it back in video, which fortuitously I had the opportunity to do because I was recording the whole playthrough. But all that to say, I think I will have a slightly better understanding of what to do with Mushroom 13 if it turns out to be the same thing when we go to Olympus Coliseum. But that is not for right now, although I did kind of want to tackle a bunch of side stuff, including the absent silhouette this episode, so we might not even get to Disney Castle this episode, depending. But anyway, so that's one positive, is that I have a better idea of what's going on there. The other positive is, since I did this for so long, we have 99 tents, 99 drive recoveries, 89 tranquility stones, 26 tranquility gems, 99 tranquility shards, and a tranquility crystal. So we have crafting materials for days. I have to imagine this will at least give us something. Perhaps the ability to buy them or whatever, but synthesize! Handed over all synthesis materials in stock. Obtain Serenity Gem for completing the collection, Serenity Crystal for completing the collection, learn to synthesize more new items for your free development, gained from completing the collection. Nice. Awesome. Oh, interesting. All the Tranquility things are just marked with a little mushroom. That's cute. Oh, Tranquility Crystal is S rank. Nice. That's the one we got for completing it all the way through. So we're probably about to get a whole bunch of Moogle experience. He says, never mind, we don't have a single one of these things able to be created. So, Acrisius. So unfortunately, it doesn't tell you, I don't think, in this game what these things actually be. Acrisius, I'm going to guess since the next one is Power Band, that this one does a bunch of defense, this one does a bunch of strength, but I could be wrong. Soldier Earring, maybe also is strength. Mage Earring, probably magic. Expert's Ring, probably AP. Nice to have all these extra recipes anyhow. I could craft more drive recovery just for the experience at the moment. It might be worth doing, even though we have 99 of them. Actually, if I'm going to do that, I may as well sell a bunch. And I was thinking I probably should sell a bunch of tents as well, because seriously, when am I going to use 99 tents? I better just get the extra money. Oh yeah, we got a fair bit of money from it also. Because when you get 50 or higher, they give you like a little bit of dosh. But yeah, I'm going to sell all the tents. They're not that hard to come by, and we could use the dosh. Drive recovery, I mean, I'm not going to use 99 in this game. Let's sell like 50. So yeah, there were some positives from this, for sure. Handed over all synthesis materials in stock. Oh, I had more? Oh, right, because they granted me some for what I did just now. Obtain magic boost for the completed collection. Once again, nice. Sorry, and some of these lists were obtain all tranquility materials, obtain all serenity materials, obtain a total amount of 250 or more, 100 or more, get 20 types of materials. Sweet. Magic boost. Nice. I probably will give that to me and not Donald. Just historically, especially as in, I don't know if this was a thing in Kingdom Hearts 1, maybe. But in this game, I noticed that in the boss fights, in spite of the fact that Donald and Goofy have, like, a similar strength and magic stats to me, they do way less damage. So it's clear that they're just, like, making my AI friends deal less damage with their moves. So I really should be giving all the promos to me, it seems. Anyway, for experience's sake, let's level ourselves up once or twice more with Bright Shard synthesizing and drive recovery. Boop! Another level for us. Junior Moogle can use Serenity materials. Ooh, use in old creations found in creations. And what do they do? Synthesize item of a higher rank. High drive recovery. Oh, interesting. If you do that, though, you're not allowed to do these. What does that do? Does that mean you're allowed to use it in battle? Oh, sorry, not enough materials. It can be performed by checking energy materials. No, it can't. Oh, okay, I'm right. I was like, why is it letting me even pick this if I didn't have the materials for it in the first place? But I can do it if I'm doing this, but I can't do both at the same time. For some reason. Oh, never mind. It's always like that. You can always only do one at a time. Well, no problem there. I got to level it up anyway. Oh, interesting. But so that means I can upgrade any of the things that are in creations here, so I can make something better than a Midnight Anklet if I only had the materials. That's cool. This might end up being a side episode just because there's all kinds of stuff I hadn't foreseen that we can do around these places now. You may be strong, but don't neglect your daily training. Just as we're growing in strength, so too is the enemy. I thought, well, your enemy's gone, are they not? I think you can chill out a little. Our company was thrown together to help defend against Shan Yu's invasion. I'm not sure whether it's Shan Yu or Shan Yu. I think it probably should be Shan Yu, but I know I heard Mulan and Mushu say Shan Yu and Sora say Shan Yu, so I don't really know which one it is. I don't remember what they said in the film. We never would have accomplished so much if it wasn't for the captain. Yes, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Even though he rubs me the wrong way, I get he's in a hard position, and really, he's not a bad leader. He's not the worst leader, anyway. Each time I see this village, I remember that invasion like it was yesterday. I'm just glad we could save our country. Not bad for a bunch of ragtag soldiers. No kidding. You guys did fine. I had no idea Ping at Mulan was a girl. I don't know which surprised me more, that or that she beat Shan Yu. Neither surprised me, because I've seen the film. By the way, is there anything new and funky happening in this cave? I'm quite interested in what they're going to ask us to do for the Maniac and Practice mode, considering we already did them. Are they going to be any different, or are they just going to be like, do it again? Well, there are Heartless all over this cave still. Oh, we're near to a next level. Fortuitous, I didn't get so much experience from the minigame, the mushroom minigame, because that would have put me way over leveled, which would have been really awkward. Wow, look at all the crafting materials. Bunch of lightning shards. No, nothing especially new seems to be happening in this place. Oh, speaking of all the money we got, then we probably have enough I could just max ourselves out on potions. I guess I could buy some of these for each of us, because they're like marginally better than a bunch of the stuff we've got on. Well, depending on what we want to guard against, I suppose. But yeah, I could literally max out on potions here, which would be, it's a bit of a waste. I'll buy them as I need them, I think. We haven't been, like, wanting for them so much. Anyway, evidently we're not going to be able to buy every crafting material once we get 30 or more of them, because we got 99 of the Serenity things, and we still haven't gotten a chance to buy them. All right, I see. Okay, so I was getting confused earlier. There are not specifically as many crafting materials as icons in the upper list there. It's more that each of those is a category. So, like, the Dark Diamond thing is for Dark Shards, Stones, and Gems. It's for each, like, chain of crafting materials. So there are, in theory, 4 more, like, branches of crafting material we have left to interface with. Sorry, I know this is a very rambly episode, but since so much stuff happened off camera since last episode, and there's so much side stuff I want to tackle here. There's a lot on the proverbial menu. Ow. So way back at the first camp we were at here, there was one puzzle piece that I thought we wouldn't be able to get until we had a glide or something. But if I use Red Rocket, we can literally just kind of fly. So I think we could just go find wherever it was and just kind of yoink it. So that's awesome. By the way, Mulan, I no longer need auto limit on there. You can go back to item boost, I guess. But yeah, and these tents, so we can whack them. What happens if we smash them? If anything. They don't really seem to smash, do they? Pretty tough things. Maybe we can burn them? Oh god, we can blow them up, apparently, yeah. What happens if we just trash the whole camp? Does anything interesting happen? Because that would be very in keeping for Kingdom Hearts. Okay, yeah, you can totally deflect that if you actually hit them with an aerial attack. And if you don't time it like an idiot. Okay, no, you can't deflect that one. That one seems to just be indeflectible. And you will get me my level! Ow! It just headbutted me, what the hell? Defense and maximum AP for me. Sweet. I'm very happy about that defense. It would be very on brand for Kingdom Hearts for there to be like some kind of secret boss that appears if you destroy all the tents or something. How did we blow up the last one? Did we set it on fire? Yes, that's it. Okay, right. Burn! We don't need this camp anymore. We're at peace. Haha! Peace! Raise it all to the ground in the name of peace! I missed. Can I get all 4 of them? Peace! Wow, like the railings on each of these little encampment things, like watchtower things, are gone. An arrow sticks out of the top. So it does. Burn and burn. Yes, okay, that didn't seem to do anything. Just curious. I just left a field of craters in my wake. Right, where are we off to next? We got a piece of sunset here, and since you can't rotate these, oh no, you can. So it could be it could be one of several corners. Since the background looks so different from this one, I'm gonna say that it's probably on a different corner entirely. I'm gonna put it here. But we shall see. And there's one other one we're missing somewhere in here that shouldn't be difficult to get, considering Mulan can just fly. Apparently these are the only 2 missions that will ever show up in Land of the Dragons, because our missions thing reads complete. That's nice. So it's reading near the end, which means it's probably closer to the summit, and I just missed it on the way up. That's when Mulan. Wow, the puzzle pieces in this place would have been hard to get after it got ransacked, huh? Good thing we got them when we did. So, oh yeah, for sure enough, there's the puzzle piece just kind of hanging out in the sky there. I guess we could use the ride the wind thing, like just the tornado. Or we could just, you know what? Fly! Oh, there's an upper limit to... Wait, no! Give me the puzzle piece! Bugger! Oh, that was embarrassing. But as I say, I could probably do the ride the wind thing here. Give it to me! Sorry, let me try that again. I gotta get myself right underneath it and just go, hey-yo! There we go. Oh, Awakening, that's the end of Awakening, is it not? We've completed one! It is time to see what the reward is! It's time to see what the reward is? It doesn't look like as though anything happened. Oh, okay, I just had to press A. You solved the puzzle and obtained an item! It was an AP boost. Well, that's no problem. It's only the first one. I'm sure we'll get something a little more exclusive later on. Sweet. But there are more yet maps, treasures, and puzzle pieces to come in this place, so clearly there's more to do. Mulan defeats Shan Yu and saves China. The Emperor and the Captain praise her as China's bravest woman. Facts did happen. Alright, magic boost. Let me just pop that right quick. Yoink! Oh yeah, another thing we got is for a bunch of the thing, the mushroom minigame dropped a bunch of these shields. The Joyous Mushroom Plus, and then the Majestic Mushroom. A shield with great strength that absorbs 10% of damage taken. And it seems to be better than the one he's got on now. Whereas these other ones are not so. Now, knowing JRPGs, these other things may have some random use down the line in some particular fight or something. But for the moment, I'll keep a Majestic Mushroom on. And thinking about it, we can probably sell the rest of those mushrooms. Once again, I'm not 100% committed to 100%ing the map on our very first run of the game, but it just seems like if we've got a chance, to do a bit of stuff around here, and it gets you rewards for the rest of the game as well. It's not like it doesn't do anything. Why not? And I'll just keep one of each of these shields just in case I find they have some use later on. But for the moment, they are useful in giving us a bit more dosh. Right, let's proverbially set sail. I think there's a lot more we can do in Olympus at the moment in terms of side stuff and things. Actually, I do just want to quickly go back to 100 Acre Wood. / am I allowed to at this point? Like, is the book just gonna be sitting here? Sure it is. I did in editing see the puzzle piece that I blatantly missed at the time. It's just hanging right behind the tree here, but I don't know if without Valor mode at my disposal, if I can jump so high as to get it. I think probably not, unless I'm able to balance on this thing or something. With no Valor mode with my high jump only at level 1 as base Sora. I can glide a little bit with a spell like that, but it's not really enough height to get me up as far as a puzzle piece, even though my Keyblade was totally touching it. So I think this probably is something that we'll have to wait till my base skills are a little higher. Oh, there's a window here. You can see a cute curtain. Am I allowed inside, by the way? It looks pretty covered off. He probably meant to write ring the bell here. I dare say. Anyway, just wanted to verify that before we head to Olympus Coliseum, because there's a bunch of side stuff still to do there. The Absent Silhouette, Phil's training, and was that all? Oh, I've got some new pages on Heartless. Number 4. Oh, right, this one. A Heartless that loves a good game of tag and loves being it. It summons allies while chasing its enemies. Don't let their sheer number overwhelm you. Defeat them one at a time for a victory. Thanks. Oh, right, there's also a mushroom in there, we imagine, which we're about to find out just how bad that is. But yeah, a lot of side stuff we have available to do in Olympus Coliseum at the moment. So let us do it. It's all a little destroyed. Hey there, Hercules, how you doing? I know it's not been too long since we left, but how you doing? The Coliseum was so beautiful. Just look at it now. Hades was right. I don't have what it takes to be a hero. He's not right. There's only one rule, keep it clean. Hercules is fine, he just needs a break. Isn't that right, Wonder Boy? He doesn't sound fine. Pegasus neighs sadly. So we might not be able to do the whole Phil training thing while it's all destroyed like this, I suppose. Yeah. This is just fully a wall. But the Absent Silhouette and some puzzle pieces and treasures and the mushroom we can probably do. Oh wait, Phil's still here. Training never really ends. The key to progress is to properly outfit yourself. Oh, we are totally allowed to do it. Neat. Break the pots and retrieve as many orbs as possible. Let me start with Maniac and see if is it just the same thing as before where I just have to get 100? Or do I have to do it within like a certain time limit probably for the mission? I mean, within a more strict time limit than the game asks. The game immediately asks us to. It's a 1:30 thing. Oh, I've already missed. That's not great. Yonk. And so it's like it is like the junk destruction in that what am I talking about? In that only the finisher blow is what destroys the pots, so that's useful information to bear in mind, and it's very helpful since we have our double finisher. And I'm only just realizing that actually we don't have a specific score we're trying to hit. We're just trying to get as much as we can within 1:30 here, so. Troublingly, the score counter goes to 4 digits, which freaks me out a little bit, if I'm honest. So it's not just trying to get 100 in 1:30, because that was easy enough. So it is, in fact, a little different than the first time we did it, so I'm glad that it's not just the exact same thing. Oh, man, I had a good chance to whack a whole bunch of them there, and I kind of squandered it. No matter. We're doing all right here. The score isn't too bad. Big one appeared. I missed it. And there's a huge horde of small ones over there, so then will there be extra small ones? Or do the big ones just appear alongside small ones? Oh, wow. I let them all spread out like an idiot. Now they're going to be harder to hit. Whack! Anyway, we're doing all right here. I'm going to go for the big horde of them first, right before I go for the big one. I think. Anyway, hey, wonk. Oh, wait, there are a bunch of orbs over there I should be gathering. What am I doing? No, don't disappear. Please don't disappear. And then a big pile over here. We got 9 seconds left. We probably should be able to cleave a fair bit into this big pile before the 9 seconds are up. I say we just go whacking every last thing that is near to us, and then scoop the last few up as we go. How's 360? That any good? Are you proud, game? Well, let's hit quit and see what whether that fulfilled the mission. Because I'm assuming there's going to be one mission for just trying it, and then another mission for getting a good score. Complete with a score of 1,000 or more! Oh, bugger. Okay, we might not be doing that just yet. Let's try practice mode and just see if there's an extra mission for that one as well. Oh no, this is genuinely just practice. Okay, yeah, that'll do. It's not like before where it said practice, but it was like it was just like a different version of the same thing. All right, I tried practice mode. Okay, so Maniac mode, complete with a score of 1,000 or more. So it would be in our best, since they don't actually have health, they have they just only smash when you do a finisher. It would be in our interest to have as small combos as possible. So maybe later on we'll get some skills that are like in the first game where you get like a ripple blast as your finisher blow that has a bit more of an area of effect to it. Otherwise, it seems like 1,000 points is going to be out of my league for a while. Let me see how magic is. Magic, I guess only the magic finisher will smash them in the same way as the melee finisher. So I have 90 seconds to get 1,000, means I need to be getting averaging like 11 a second. I don't know how that's possible. Oh, I suppose later on I'll get more skills for drawing in items closer to me. So that there are a number of things that will help, I suppose. What lovely pictures do we have from this place? Auron versus Hades. Auron is called from the underworld to be an assassin, but refuses to cooperate. Sora and friends reunite with the hero Hercules at the Colosseum. Sora goes to rescue Meg and fights Pete, who is in cahoots with Hades. The once defeated Hydra returns to destroy the Colosseum. How lovely. Right, yeah, that mission I'm not going to worry about for now. That sounds really hard. God, and I thought 85 points was hard. I mean, in fairness, I wasn't going too fast. If I tightened it up, 600 probably wouldn't be too far to my reach, but 1,000 feels a ways off. I feel like I need some better skills before I go tackle that. So let's go have a look for this absent silhouette and the mushroom. Now, the previous mushroom was in like an arena where we had done a fight before, so perhaps if we go check out where we had to unlock, save Meg from that sort of like big blue chamber, which I presume has something got to do with the Colosseum that Zeus locked up. Or maybe there'll be some, oh hey, there's just a puzzle piece chilling in this first room. How the hell did I miss that? Yoink! There's the first one we're missing. I was not thorough the first time I came through here, apparently. I was also kind of like rushing through here because at first I thought I was going somewhere against the story grain. Okay, so this looks like Goofy's snout. And this is the top, bottom of his face, right? So there's the top. Oh, there's a skateboard in here. That's unusual. Why? That skateboard's been appearing in all the places we've been to before? Neat. Is this bringing it back any weird memories, Sora? How does it feel doing the skateboard again? I mean, for the first time. Woohoo! Skateboard! That's another piece got. Ow! Okay, I got hit by a boulder off my skateboard. God, I totally left my friends in the dust. I feel bad. They're just out there fighting somewhere. Sorry, guys. This one's immune to lightning? Huh. Good to know, I guess. Listen, you get over here, you. I'm gonna slam you into the ground. Bonk. Bonk. Oh, there you guys are. Nice shield, Goofy. Another piece of daylight. It's another border piece. It looks like Marluxia. Oh, these ones can't be rotated. Is that right? It is very right. So it is on this wall somewhere. Okay, so this clearly, right. This big slash in the middle, it looks like there's clearly some kind of divide in this image. Like it gets divided into two, so presumably this goes somewhere around the middle. And that was this one, I think, so I missed one earlier? Might just be. Let's go give you a skateboard to get around faster. Subsequent times through. Well, here's that absent silhouette. Let's give it a save before we tackle it. I'm guessing it's going to be some kind of boss fight? I believe I've been told that these are extra to final mix, so it could be some kind of tough secret boss. It's an absent silhouette, a shadowy presence with an emblem. Who cares? Let's check it out. Oh, this reminds me a lot of the place where we fought that first big enemy when Destiny Islands were being destroyed in the first game. I forget what it's called, but the big Sora Heartless, right? It also is the place where we fought the dude with the blue hair in Recom. Yeah, this guy! Oh boy! And he takes your skills and everything, so it's gonna be a secret boss for sure, and he's gonna be difficult, isn't he? And we might be about to die a whole lot. I guess we're about to find out. It's not that funny! Don't be a sore winner before I've even had a chance to strike you. Hiya! Oh, he's invincible? Have your friend stuck in the book? You damn book! Get out of here! I've had just about enough of your shenaniganery. Right? He's throwing the book again. Can I only hit him when... Wait, how does I damage you? Oh, just like that. Okay, you just sometimes ignore my damage. I see. Whack, 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 whack. Ow! Let's put a bit of Valor form on him, why don't we? See if we can speed this up a little bit. And again. Ow. Now stop that now. Ooh, book is bad. Oh, if you get stuck in the book, it's not good. Turn. Press Y to turn. The commands are stuck in the book. Find the right one. Treasure. Liberate. Liberate's probably good. The commands have been unlocked. Oh, good. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. Chance. Dispel. Right, of course. Whack, 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 and then whack. And we go back to out of drive mode. I may as well just throw a cure on now. I know I wasn't that low on health, but whack. I don't know why I guess this invincibility. I know my friends are stuck in the book, but I'm just gonna hunt him down. While he's focused on that, let's get a bit of damage on him, why don't we? Yeah, Goofy, oh, Goofy's saving Donald. Okay, that's fine. Donald's gonna be fine then. Goofy's on it. Goofy's on the case. Ah, well, yeah. Okay, so I just go wait for him to stop casting, and then I can whack him with combos. Got it. Whack. Whack. Did Goofy get trapped as well? Oh, we did. Ah, and there goes me as well. All right, no problem. We've been here before. I've been able to handle this. Whack. Oh my god, I went down to like no health there for like after getting hit once. I don't like this. Guard. I hit guard. It didn't do anything. Anyway, whack. Oh, that one-shots you. Well, of course I knew that was happening, and it was obviously telegraphed, and I knew just what was going on. So he sucks absolutely at defending himself. Like, it's really easy to take him down once you start doing damage, but if you get thrown into the book, it's like the attacks are completely inscrutable, and it's just like you die, basically. It's like basically luck at that point. Basically, just don't get stuck in the book. Just hit him as hard. Okay, but except he can do it while you're comboing him, so there's no way to avoid being stuck in the book. Stamina? Treasure! I guess we wait for Liberate. So yeah, book mode sucks. It's just like there's no floor, there's no wall. You get comboed infinitely by the books. Anytime Liberate wants to show up. Unless Unlock was what I was supposed to hit this time, I guess. Return? Unlock? Okay, it's unlock. Fine, sure. How am I supposed to know which attack is what when there's particle effects covering the entire screen? This is not a fight. This is a movie that I occasionally press buttons in. There we go. We're back to we're playing a video game. This is awesome. Okay, great. So it can't be guarded, and I don't have a dodge roll that the magic thingy does. So if I'm not comboing him, I don't know how to ensure that I never go into the book realm. I guess there's no way. And I don't think there's any way to stop my friends from getting caught in it, for sure. So I can save them from the book by whacking it, but if he's just gonna like run over to me faster than I can move and well, there's nothing to do about that. So I'm supposed to get caught by that. There was no dodging that, I'm pretty confident. So let's go Valor and just whack as hard as we can, as fast as we can before that happens. It's a real good fight. I'm enjoying it a lot. So like, what the hell? I was comboing him and he just goes like, by the way, you're in the book realm. His mystical book is the key to this fight. Great, there are like 30. The commands are borked, I see. So what happened? Like, the screen just flashed and I lost health. That's not an attack. What is this fight? I'm so confused. Okay, fine, sure. What the fuck is going on? I feel like I'm looking at a kaleidoscope. How is this difficulty spike? None of the fights have required me to think thus far. I'm not prepared to think in this game. No one told me how to do any of the fights. This is the first fight boss fight we've died on at all. Oh, it turned me into the damn monster Heartless Valor mode. I don't know this thing's frame data, so I'm about to get hit in a big way. I'm probably about to hit regardless, because he can just push you away and then gets you with this, and there's nothing you can do about it. But I mean, I'm gonna get hit in this world because I don't know how this mode works. I can't use reaction. I cannot use the reaction to get this thing while I'm in this mode. Are you kidding me? I just can't do anything in that mode. What is the point then? Is it retrieve, return? Which one do I want? Spirit, heal, wealth, stamina, mend, retrieve. It was retrieve. Sure. All right. I will confess to being a little fed up with this. If I just protect myself with fire, can the books not tackle me? Okay, well, they immediately stopped tackling me the second I started using fire. Okay, no, it doesn't protect you anyway. Okay, I've gotten hit by this again. I think it's this one. Okay, yeah, so this one, now it's like glowing red and it's obvious which one it is. I don't know why it didn't do that on the previous time. Well, this is stupid. It's not stupid, it's something I don't like. And that's fine. Video games are allowed to have those. I mean, maybe the idea is that we do this later when I have a bit more health and stuff, but like, why did they unlock it now then? Oh no, it turned me into this mode again. I'd just like to restart, please. Just kill me, I don't want to be this. Oh, now you guys are holding back. Would you just get it over with, please? Thank you. No, not again. But you gotta like track which one does the big moves to you. Okay, that makes sense. That's fair enough. So it seems like he has to do me last, right? He can't like he has to do my friend trap my friends in the book before he can trap me. So if I do have a chance to free my friends from that, I should absolutely seize it. But I just never know when I have a chance, because it all depends on how quickly he chooses to chain the two together. So it's complete chance. So that one there, I guess you can't dodge that. The thing that messes with your commands here, because I was like on the other side of the map, but at least I was able to tell me which one was him, so I can dispel this and we can go back to this mode. I'm at half health, so hopefully Donald or Goofy has the sense to potion me at some point, so I don't have to do it myself and lose the combo here. Oh, I may as well do it. So Goofy got trapped? No one got trapped. He just missed, I guess. Okay, Goofy's got trapped, so let's try and free him before they get Donald. Donald's got trapped. I'll try and free him. Because he doesn't really do any other attacks in this mode, right? Not many, anyway. So you mostly just want to be focusing on attacking him and then freeing your friends when they get trapped, because he has to do your friends first. Of course, if you're in Valor mode, then you're toast, because it's easier for him to trap you when there's only you and then Donald. But he doesn't actually seem to be able to do much other kinds of attack in this, when your friends aren't trapped. Oh, never mind. Okay, he can randomly just do all three of you at once. Okay, cool. So that's the one that's going to do the flash. Undodgeable, seemingly. But at least I'm locked onto him now, so I know which one I'm trying to hit. Retrieve was the one I was supposed to hit. Sorry, that's on me. I pressed the target button by mistake. Any chance I can block the books when they try and tackle me? I don't think there's any sense to whacking them, because then I'll be indefensible in the air. Okay, so it's this one, but you can't block the thing where he does that magic thing and messes with you. I don't know what timing I should be doing retaliatory attacks or anything with. Okay, it did say press Y to dispel. I pressed it and it didn't do it. Oh, okay, there we go. I guess it's good. Awesome. We keep whacking him. May as well go into Valor mode to get a bit of damage here. There's a big old damage. But of course, at some point, he's just going to say, screw you, no more combo. That whole combo you spent the whole game building your skills towards doesn't work. I break out of your combo. I've just about got its health down. Why is it not doing any damage to it? So it's just invincible at some time. I'm sorry if I seem overly critical of this, but who the fuck's idea was this? What is the point of Valor mode if it randomly turns you into the Shadow Heartless, which means you can't use the reaction to break out of the book? What is the point of reaction commands to dispel the book phase if they randomly turn off? What is the point of defense stats and health bars if the game will randomly one-shot you? What is the point of establishing a pattern that if you break your friends out of the book, Zexion will try and bind them again if he eventually just does all three of you? What is the point of weapons that extend your combos if the enemies just ignore them and fall out of the combo anyway? Like, everything I know about this game's design in the combats has just been thrown completely out the window for this random fight that has nothing to do with anything. Which would be fine if it, like, said something at the beginning, like, whatever. It's not only this game that does this. I find there are a lot of games, action RPGs especially, where they prepare you with a lot of systems and then have a boss fight that just ignores all of them. And it's the first boss fight that's given us any trouble. So I'm like, fine if this is a pattern that I'm supposed to figure out, that this is a change in how the bosses are going to work, but I would bet you anything that the next boss fight we do in the main story, we're going to clear it in like 20 seconds by spamming reaction commands and using Valor mode like we did with the first 5 bosses. So I don't have a friggin' clue what the point of this is. My apologies. I know I have a sour disposition, but that annoys me. Because, like, the rest of this game so far, I've been waiting for it to get difficult in the boss fights, because it hasn't. All the boss fights have just been use Valor mode, and then the reactions, basically. And I've been just guessing my way through them. And then this one is like, I don't know. I just don't get the point. And what hitboxes, like, how was I supposed to, looking at all the information that's on the screen, when there's no floor, no shadows, so I can't tell the relative position of anything, and the attack animation is a vague green bubble, how was I supposed, and there's no dodge at this point, and the blocking does nothing, how was I supposed to do anything about that? Maybe the disparity is much greater on critical, but, like, this is what can only be described as an abrupt, random difficulty spike. And I cannot for the life of me begin to imagine what the point is. I will try and figure it out though, but like, I won't like it. Okay, so it seems to always start this phase with that. So at the very least, I know I need to like start the book by running directly away and then targeting this one and not losing it. What I should have said, and instead of the petulant outburst I had earlier, was I enjoyed this game's battles much more. Like, so far, the prologue of this game is the part I enjoyed the most. Because it was just Roxas I had to worry about. I didn't have to worry about two AI friends who I didn't understand. Like, who could be doing anything at any time, and whose attacks kind of don't matter anyway, you know, in large part, for the bosses. There were a lot of attacks that were guardable, and that actually meant something. Like, when I guarded them, it gave me an advantage. So I felt encouraged in the prologue of this game to learn enemy patterns, play hitboxes, and timings. So even though I died in 2 hits, it didn't matter because I had something, a structure I could learn from. Oh, that was a bad move because then I was just gonna get me in the book before I even get a chance to free Donald. No, he chose not to. That was lucky. Lucky that he missed Donald several times in a row. Oh, he just broke my combo. Wow, I got him down to almost half health this time before he caught me in the book. Okay, I saw which one it was. Camera, why would you change to... Ah, damn it. Okay, sorry. So when it does the book like that, am I able to block those? I'm pressing block. Okay, I am able to block those, thank God. And when it does that, it means it's about to do that. Okay. Pattern somewhat learned. Oh, okay, it did another one while I was in the middle of a combo, so that was bad news for me. So I guess it's just invincible. You can't do the dispel until it's no longer throwing the books at you. Is that the idea? Dispel? Okay, it just missed, I guess. That was weird. Oh, no, Donald got trapped in the book before I got a chance to do any damage. So he's about to put me back in the book. I may as well just try and keep on the combo until he does, though. Yeah, there we go. It's over. That part of the phase is over anyway. At least I've got a bit of Valor mode to start this. Oh, this is new. Find and defeat its real form before it's too late. What? How will I know when it's too late? Okay. I love this boss fight. It makes me think so creatively and employs new solutions. It isn't just like a random think fast check. I love it. I'm enjoying myself so much right now. No, Donald. Why didn't you just invincibility through it like randomly happened before? Why didn't the random things that randomly happen this time? There we go. So I guess when he's casting a spell, Donald, he's invulnerable to their spell? I'm trying. It's completely luck whether he gets to hit me with the book before I get to you, Donald, though, so you'll have to bear with me. Okay. What? So I actually ran away from it this time, and it just chased me down, and it runs faster than my Valor mode. Oh, sorry, it's doing the guard, so I have to be on the ground to guard this. Okay, yep, sorry. I was lucky that it put me on the ground before it had a chance to do that. All right, good. Oh, wow, Goofy hit him with the shield, and he just didn't care. So I guess he does ignore their attacks, more or less. Yeah, he's not even staggering in the least bit from them. Yeah, at some point he just decides, screw you, you all get caught, no matter what. Okay, so I think that attack had a pattern that was like an X on the ground or something. Without a dodge roll, I don't know how I was supposed to see it coming and then get the distance quickly. I also didn't see it coming, though. But he gets invincible while he's in the middle of an attack, unfortunately. Good, okay. I mean, at least I know that now. It makes no sense whatsoever for the rest of the game's rules, but at least I know. It's so annoying because I'm like, I just came out of being so annoyed at the mushroom minigame, and I was like, I'm so pleased that I have the opportunity to get back in this game, and it's gonna be nice and reasonable, and I'm gonna enjoy myself and not overreact to anything, and then we immediately have this fight that I just can't stand. Okay, so it's gonna be this one's gonna attack me, so I'm gonna attack it first. No. You can't, well, I don't know if I can attack it first, but it targeted the one that was like 40 meters away in the distance when I hit the target button, so if you can target it to hit it, the targeting was not helping me. Oh, okay, so he can target me with the other books whilst he is being comboed, okay? right? But I gather that if I had a higher level, I'd be doing more damage to him here, so, like, this would go by faster and I wouldn't have to survive the book as much. But if they designed this, I clearly have to, I'm supposed to interface with it at some point. I assume this this thing where I sometimes turn into a heartless like Sora when I'm in Valor mode is something story related that they'll get into later, or something about the process of having a nobody made of him is like turning Sora into a heartless slowly or something like that. Okay, whack you. Nope. But at the moment it's just a bloody nuisance because I have no idea what it means or why it's happening, or how to control it. And practicing controlling it is difficult when I don't have a consistent way to make it appear. And it doesn't seem to be better than the Valor mode either, in terms of damage output, I don't think. Aw, for serious? In the middle of the combo? Oh, why would you target that one? Okay, actually, so I was in the air for that one, and it didn't do it. So maybe, I don't really know what the hitbox on it is, obviously. Why does he get to do that? Oh, okay, that thing can also only be destroyed by a combo. Interesting. Okay, that didn't go out. I hope that would stagger him for like a little longer enough to get me a chance to run in and melee him, but I guess not. Camera, can we not do the things that you're doing? Can we make different choices, please? Okay, I need to insta-cure myself, otherwise I'm dead from the X thing. That thing there. Okay, yeah, so it's clearly not that it's the X pattern, right? Because I wasn't standing anywhere near. So I don't quite know how you're... Maybe it's like, it hits the whole ground to a point, and you're supposed to jump real high over it. I just don't have the timing down for it yet, which I will try to get. Or maybe we'll get another lucky time where I destroy his entire health bar before he gets to do the book thing once. That's mostly based on chance, though, it seems, whether or not he gets to do the book thing on you early on or not. Okay, so that time I kind of was able to jump over it. The hitbox is very confusing, though. Unfortunately, I'm in Valor mode, so I can't guard. Oh, but I got a chance to dispel. That was lucky. They really want me to do that spotlight thing. Oh, I wasn't ready for that. Sorry. And it seems like that thing has the capacity to randomly hit once or twice. Because sometimes it just takes out half my health, and sometimes it takes out the whole bar. So I think it depending on where in the hitbox you are, it will like hit you twice in like 2 frames. Okay, no, you can't run away from it. There's no running away from that. You do have to... Well, I don't actually know what. I guess you have to interrupt it, but like, it's a bit tough when it doesn't always happen consistently in this phase. Like, it doesn't always start with the green explosion. It's very hard to learn what I'm supposed to do for it. I find, anyway. Again, sorry, I don't mean to suggest I'm pissed off, which is why I'm throwing around a lot of absolutes that are not actually absolutes. I did not mean to Valor mode. I'm speaking a lot of objective things that are not actually objective truths. This is all just my opinion, things I do and don't like. And especially, I want to be clear, if you enjoy this is not a commentary on you. More power to you, that is totally cool. I don't really know why that lost my combo, but I will just restart, please. Shame there is no restart button. Listen, man. You're getting on my last nerve. Do you hear me? Don't you run away from me. I'm annoyed by you. I don't think my, Oh, why he just gets to ignore that? That's such crap. I don't think my Kingdom Keys halves damage in critical situations thing would be helpful here. Because I'm usually not dying on low health. I'm usually dying from like half health. I could not tell you what happened. Oh, I see that book at the bottom there hit me. What's the design? Okay, sorry. Speaking personally, it annoys me that you have an attack that renders him entirely invulnerable that instantly combos into something that renders him with armor. You would think him doing an attack that renders him entirely invulnerable would have some form of drawback to it, i.e. if you time it right, you can whack him just as he leaves it, and then combo him. But he dodges backwards out of it in a random direction, and that gives him armor, and so he can't be comboed. So it's entirely chance if he chooses to do that or not, if you get to combo him before he books you. And there, he just stood still for no reason, and that's the only reason I got to deal any damage to him. And in a moment he'll whack me away and then do the book, and it's completely random. There's no rhyme or reason. That's neat. Does men heal me and stuff? Some of these commands actually do things. That's cool. Oh, okay, so... Oh, that's weird. So not only does that... Okay, so it has a startup animation. It, like, twirls around, but all the books are twirling around, so it's impossible to... I would find it very difficult to see it. But not only that, but he's got armor for it. So you can't interrupt that attack. You have to avoid it somehow. And it chases you faster than Valor Mode runs, and can't be guarded. And can't be jumped over, and deals half of your health. Compared to the last major boss we fought that was, like, higher level, which was Hydra. A giant dragon that did, like, maybe 10% of your health when it bit you with its entire head. I mean, I guess the idea is you're supposed to do this at a much higher level. And they include it early on if you want to be a daredevil. But at that point, I don't know, why not just include it in Roxas's chapter? I'm so miffed right now. I whacked it! I'm literally hitting it. Wait, so your attack just goes... What the You saw my Keyblade go right through it, right? So you're not supposed to hit it with the Keyblade? What does it mean, get the right one, then? Like, this isn't a game. That's not an obstacle. That's a riddle that you slot in randomly at the end. I don't know how to tell you this game, but like a little tooltip that slowly scrolls along the top that says, do it right. Means nothing, does not do anything, and sucks. Oh, I'm angry. I think I'd be less insulted if when it got to that spotlight one, it just said, good luck, bozo. Because that's basically is the same amount of information.
This is it.
Why did that miss? That's not my fault. It's automated. Why did it do? Okay, you saw what I saw, right? I was facing him, and it turned the camera 180 degrees and targeted the farthest away one. That's like indefensible. How is this my fault? What's occurring? Oh, this is irritating. I don't want to be angry. I wanted to have a good old Kingdom Hearts time. I do not care for this fight. I wonder if the Heartless thing is supposed to somehow like punish you for overusing Valor Mode or something. So I guess it's maybe at certain health thresholds he does the, he gets to just, like, oh, no, please target him. No, why? I can look right at him. Why would I ever want to target one of the bunch that was clearly the projectile that had circled around me? Oh, I completely forgot what I was saying. Oh, right, I think it's probably, like, at certain health thresholds he gets to just auto-do all three of you. Would be my guess. Like, once he gets down to a third health, he gets one freebie where he just gets to auto-trap all three of you. Okay, I whacked that, right? Like, it went right through it. So, defeat its real form are words that mean nothing. Or is it hiding somewhere in the shadows or something? Like, what does that mean? I mean, I get it, that's the point. You're supposed to figure it out quickly, but I can't even tell because it didn't even give me like a to know if I hit it. So did I just miss genuinely every other time that has happened? Or is that not the answer? Oh, Banish does something. It like knocks. Oh, it takes away all the other books except for him. I see. Oh, the camera. It's targeting. Okay, I get that it can't always just target him because then it would be easier. I wish it would at least target someone who's on screen, because in this fight, it's imperative that you be able to keep an eye on him. So, like, I guess I shouldn't be targeting for this bit, because what just happened was, I was looking at the right one. He was kind of next to a few of them, so I was gonna target and then try and, like, use the right trigger thing to scroll to him. And it targeted someone behind me and turned the camera around, so now I wouldn't know which one is him. Like, I know now because he's doing this attack, but... Like, what's the design paradigm behind that, if anything? What possible reason could I have had to target the person behind me who was not him? And then he gets to just be fucking invincible. Like, hello, 1982 called? They want their boss design back? Oh my wouldn't target the right one. And he can do this as many times as he wants, so I'd never know when it's okay to start going in for the dispel. Why is it like that? I'm having such a good time in this episode, and I'm like, I had to put a boss in here. Ignores all your rules. Not, like, anything but him, right? Come on with this. I used to think of myself as such a calm individual, too. I mean, not, I get anxious, but I didn't think of myself as someone who was quick to anger until I played video games on this channel. What the hell? Oh, okay, I guess that's fair. At least Donald's got it. Now I have to figure out how to do this as the Shadow, whose attacks I don't understand anyway. So is he just, like, hanging out, like, up there or something? Like, what? What the hell? Again, like, what are we doing, man? Quite an open mouth laugh for someone whose mouth is not open.
It's over.
Oh, okay. Why did it untarget for me? Oh, because he has a move where he just untargets it. Okay, fair enough. I was in the air, right? Or was I in the air above where it spawned? That's a tricky thing. So he's armored, and if at 1 health, invincible if he's glowing red like he's about to do an attack, or if he's not glowing at all but he's about to do the green attack that seals your commands. And he can combo it seemingly infinitely, so it's not like you know it's gonna be book attack, explosion, or anything like that. It can go book attack, as many times in a row as seemingly as he wants, or at least like 4. So what you have to do is you can only do the dispel on him when he's like his physical form appears and he staggers, which only happens when he is not armored, and that's why he's invulnerable at other times, because you have to stagger him to do the dispel. Like that form of him does not end until you do the dispel. So he has to be able to stagger. But I think it is possible that, like, the gap of time between when he ends one combo and starts the next is very, very slim. Like, it could be, like, even, like, 5 frames. I don't know what it is, but, like, I feel like he does a bunch of the things where he throws the books at me and then explosions, like, any number of them back to back. And then, like, it's, again, much like this first phase, it's just completely up to him whether he decides to be vulnerable to you or not. And if he doesn't, then he'll just attack you and it's over. So now I'm in a pretty bad situation because I can't, obviously, I can't attack, I can't turn the page because I'm this mode. You're basically done. And again, unless I had a dodge roll, I don't seem to be able to avoid that green attack. I can't tech it, I can't interrupt it, I can't outrun it, I can't jump over it, I can't block it. I can't believe this game has 20 systems, and none of them are for that. He's doing this now, I can block it. Not that, like, why would we target that? He's doing more books, I hit the guard, Oh, okay. So he has one attack that's books and the explosion then. And I'm sure I'm going to get a lengthy comment from someone who's very angry with me that I'm bad at this. But, sorry. Or I'm gonna get comment from someone telling me, you're supposed to be at a higher level. Which may be fair enough, but it's the game's job to tell me that, not someone on the internet's. How am I supposed to know where those things are going to explode, by the way? Because I jumped high. So it's just that one of them spawned on me. Or is it more that it spawns one on each of the 3 of us, and I have to just... and so I have to jump a little later such that it's locked onto where I was a moment ago. Because I move faster running on the ground. Maybe? Like, why did it let me do that much damage this time? What the hell? It's completely random. What this game makes no sense. It just doesn't even care. Oh, that goes into the air if I jump too early. Okay, I didn't realize that. I thought it was always on the ground. Okay, now time for whatever this is again.
Heal.
And I still don't know what it's about. I'm pretty sure I hit the one while it was in the blue light like several times. So it can't. That's got to be a complete red herring mislead, and it's something else. Wow, fun fight. Having such a good time. I expect one of the two dodges, either my retaliatory dodge or my dodge, helps there somehow, but they haven't explained if it makes me invincible, if it gives me an extra ability to deflect incoming attacks or anything. They have given me no information to suggest when I should use it. I assume it gives me like a few frames of invincibility like the dodge roll from the first game, but I don't know that. Oh, you can't even pick up health bubbles while you're this form. One of the options was just cheat. Okay, so I really have to wait. Anytime he's doing a slew of back-to-back books to bombs, I have to just wait for it to be over, because at any time... Because the bomb can... what I wasn't realizing was the bomb can spawn on you in midair. So even if you jump up to attack him, if he's deciding to do the bomb, there is nothing you can do at that point. You are dead. Because when it spawns on you, it hits you more than once and insta-kills you. Regardless... irrespective of your health, so... I am, unless maybe you were way over higher level than we are, but that is at least some information. I know a thing I can do to progress here. I still don't know what to do about this green thing, though. Time again for spotlights. Oh, okay, so the meteors aren't an instant kill, so maybe you can just, even if I clearly don't know how to do that attack, maybe I can just run after that point. I don't know. I hit the tree. Wow, he can combo the book into the armor dodge into another book. Hold on a minute. So I stunned him out of it enough that it gave me the dispel prompt, and the book still happened? I thought the whole point was that he was armored while the books were happening, and so if he was getting stunned, the books were not happening. That's how I'm feeling about the situation also, Zexion. Did I block the explosion, or did I block the book and it just gave me invincibility for the explosion? I'm afraid I don't know. It wouldn't be so upsetting if there wasn't such, like, a fun boss fight in here, just, like, masked by all this other nonsense. Once again, I gather I'm probably under-leveled for where they expect me to be, not that I have any way of knowing that, but the issues I have with it are not the numbers, which is all that's really going to change with having more higher level. The issues I have with it are more that, in stuff that is ingrained in like the design and frame data, and that won't change as I level up. The exception maybe being if I get a dodge roll later, I'll actually have a... Well, I don't know, because that green thing lasts long enough that I don't think the dodge roll would carry me through it. So I just don't understand how I'm supposed to avoid it. If attacking does not interrupt it, it can't be guarded and it can't be outrun. So there's guaranteed damage I'm going to take, which if I happen to be in the shadow mode means I literally die because I'm not allowed to turn the page as the beast. Like, it's just design choice after design choice that makes no sense to me whatsoever. And so many random elements. It's random if it chooses to do the book one, when it chooses the book one, when it chooses to do the bomb one, how many combo hits it can do in a row. It's random when it chooses to... I'll just say screw you, you get put in the book regardless of your actions. It's random what page the thing saves you on once you're on the book mode. It's random if you go into beast mode at all. Like, there's so much random stuff that it has no reason to be there. It improves nothing. It only serves to dampen the experience, in my opinion. I'm sure there's someone who loves how random it is, but It ain't me. But there's a lot of the core elements of it that are fun, like trying to keep track of which book it is, as long as the targeting doesn't screw you over and just randomly pick someone behind you. Trying to keep track of which book you're supposed to be attacking is pretty fun. When he starts dividing between throwing the block of books at you and the one that's like a ring, that's kind of fun. Like trying to figure out which one it is quickly enough to do the right dodge, like the right kind of block. And the fact that he gets invincible, like, while he's doing the attack from your dispel is just garbage. Like, that's just stupid. If I avoided the attack or tanked the damage to get damage out on him, it shouldn't mean nothing. So he's soon about to break our, well, he might. He's often, at this point, chooses to just auto-break our combo in the interest of, making us do the searchlight thing. So here we go with that. Like, am I supposed to jump up and hit a book that's in the distance here? Or am I just supposed to say, screw it, I can't do this, I just have to jump out of the way of the meteors? I don't know what I'm doing there. Because clearly my attacks go through it, right? Find the real one. Does that mean that one of the 3 blue ones is real? So I just have to try all 3 of them, but all of them are hard to hit anyway? And if it is that I'm supposed to wait till I have the dodge roll, they did a piss poor job of telling me. Like, I was in comboing him. Like, what? Just 1 ounce of consistency. He was glowing red, I hit him and it let me dispel. There's no rules. When does he have armor, when does he not? Who cares? It's a long day at the office. It's a Friday night, okay? We gotta go home. Just fuck it. Make it, like, random. Make it literally RNG, whether anything happens. And now I get to do the spotlights as the Shadow Heartless, whose attacks are slow as anything, so this is never gonna work. And it was completely not my choice, obviously. And it just instant targets you. Like, give me something, man. God, if you're gonna make it random if I survive, can you at least give me a way to skip this? Okay, there's a little bit of a glow on the ground before it does the explosion. That's a little more fair, so that even if I'm not looking, I can know it's going to happen. Yeah, I didn't see it that time. I accidentally used the Trinity Gauge and I have no idea what I'm doing. It did nothing whatsoever. Oh, he can literally just hold it until you're done being invincible anyway, so it doesn't matter. Why is Goofy sliding around on his shield? This news to me. Is that Goofy Turbo? This is stupid. I'm gonna just look up what the spotlight thing is about. So by absent silhouettes, I take it to mean this is fights with characters who are otherwise not in the game. Sorry. I know looking it up is robbing myself of the ability to learn it myself, but I don't wanna. Okay, hang on. Okay, I didn't see that happen when I was playing, but what they did was when it gets to the spotlight thing, they just stood in the middle and waited for it to stop blinking, and then just stood underneath the real one. And it protected them from the meteor storm, at which point they could keep whacking it. So yeah, find and defeat the real form was not enough information to let me know stand underneath the one you think is correct. I was never going to guess that, so I'm glad I looked that up. Wouldn't have killed them to create like a ring around the arena, so that you know where the walls are. Camera, come on! Like, holy... Did that make me invincible, or did they just miss somehow? What was that? I've never seen that once in this game. I swung and it went... and then something happened. Okay, wait, hold on. That's not what happened in the video. But that time I actually did see it, like, the ring blinked for a moment to let me know, go to this one. So do I genuinely just wait around, and I guess I just wait around in the middle until I see the blink. Okay, so like that is what they want me to do the rest of the time. But like, I don't get it. Shoot. Oh, and again? Okay. It's gonna be harder to do when I don't run fast on account of... Okay, so I was under it. I didn't get there in time, I guess. What an absolute joke. I drained his health before he went back out of that phase, by the way, and it didn't give me the dispel prompt. They know this is supposed to be fun, right? I'm not having fun. What? I would just like to call that last run a crock of shit and move on, thank you. I'm allowed to get money and magic bubbles in this mode, just not the health ones. I hate this game. Video games are horrible, okay? There are no redeeming qualities about them. It explodes downward, too? I was in the air when it spawned. I thought it was going to spotlight, so I didn't even move. Okay, that's what it is. So his vulnerability ends before his figure is gone, but I was using that as the visual indicator of when he's still vulnerable. He will persist behind the book for longer than his vulnerability does. So just because he's behind the book does not mean it's okay to try and carry a combo. That happens sometimes, but it doesn't mean that. So there's something I was wrong about. At least I know that now. Even if I don't like that it's designed that way, because up until then it felt like that was a pretty good visual indicator of when he was still in hit stun and carrying on the combo was okay and he wouldn't just get armor. The riveting boss is happening now. Everyone be excited. Be thrilled at the gameplay that is occurring presently as we wait for the gauge to go down because we can't revert out of this thing. Okay. Wow. I started comboing him, a book came from off screen and pummeled me into him while he did the unblockable green thing. Like, that is this boss fight in a nutshell. I had the advantage, and it drained me. All in one frame from something that came off screen that I couldn't predict. Because the books are, like, they have randomly, each one can randomly choose to do that at random times. And random angles. Just makes my blood friggin' boil. But yeah, find the right book and defeat him before it's too late is the most horseshit hint I have ever heard. I mean, that does not in the least get across that you're supposed to stand under the right book to get protected from the meteors. Like, come the fuck on, man. No one playtested it and said, hey, what the fuck does find the right one mean? They all just knew? Like, that's okay if it's an indie game. They only had a few people to QA test it. It's fucking Disney, man. You're telling me they couldn't get anyone in there to be like, hey, is this a reasonable thing to tell the player? Never mind that the boss fight gets halted for a game of, I don't know, musical chairs? Like, around the 2/3 mark for no reason. That insta-kills you if you get it wrong. I apologize, but I am so ticked right now. Like, and for what? All this and for what? Oh, just f*** off. Video games are a mistake. I'm no longer having a good time. I desperately want to be done with this, so we can get back to having a good time and finding puzzle pieces and things. Like, it can just spam that dodge infinitely. This is basic shit, man. Not to design it like that. I mean, seriously. It ends the bomb, I attack it, it flies above the stage, plants another bomb before I hit the ground. Jesus, man. Jesus. serious? Like, there was a wall there? News to me. And I know I can guard that one, but the bomb happens so fast that I don't have time to see if it's the bomb or that square pattern. So it's safer to just jump, except for when there's a wall. Unforeseen. Oh, just fuck off. It's making fun of me now. Like, I don't know what they were feeding these game developers, man. But I think it went bad a long time ago. Like centuries ago. Here I am just waiting for it to stop chaining attacks. There we go. Jesus. It's at no health, please? Can we do the fucking dispel? I mean, I'm just so done with this. But I can't, if I leave it for later, I just can't abide that.
Back off! Back off! It's over! Take this! Back off! Yeah, this is it! It's over. This is it.
Thank God, man. I mean, this... I don't think it's an exaggeration. I couldn't give a single solitary about having had to cheat on that, because that was one of the worst fights I have ever encountered in a video game, ever, for my tastes. And I don't even have the energy to break that down today. So I will, I'll tell you about it tomorrow. Book of Shadows. Since this recipe requires special materials. Cool. Lost illusion, magical, or ingredient. Oh, nice. That's fun. Better been recording that. Good. Good. See ya. I'll take my stamp. Oh, Admiral's bad at a fight and has to cheese it now, thanks. Good. Alright, go off the screen now. See you in a minute. Alright, it's me, I'm back. Hopefully I'll have had the good sense to cut out most of the angry rambling from the previous day or two. But my god, that made me so angry. I know I began this episode with like a breakdown of my experience, my less than satisfactory experience with the minigame, the mushrooms minigame, and so you probably don't want to hear another 20-minute rant about the thing that I just did that I didn't especially enjoy, but I'm gonna give you another 20-minute rant about the thing that I just did that I didn't especially enjoy. That boss fight was like, I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that is one of my least favorite boss fights I have played, maybe ever. It's at least like at most, it's the bottom 3 boss fights of any video game I've ever played in my life. Just design choice after design choice that just made me want to rip my hair, what little hair I have left from my scalp, and use it to make a swing set. I don't even know where to begin. So the phase where you're on the beach, you're like, you know, the Destiny Islands-y area and not the book dimension. It just arbitrarily chooses to randomly end your combos in the least satisfying way. But if you're like it sometimes will interrupt you while you're in the middle of actually laying blows, but sometimes it's like if you go for a finisher, the delay between the combo attacks and the finisher is enough to give him time. Additionally, so he traps Donald and Goofy, and a notification appears that's like, save Donald and Goofy, but it doesn't matter if you do that anyway, because at some point it just says screw you and auto catches you with it anyway. There's no way to dodge it or anything. In the book dimension, there's no floor and there are no walls, so that it's hard to get perspective on anything, and if you're right beside a wall and you decide to jump out of the way of something, you just jump in place and die. If you happen to randomly proc the Shadow Beast, which I'm sure will be a very cool story thing that they'll explain to me in like a few chapters, they'll be like, well, it's because Sora has been using Valor mode so much, and because he's got a nobody, it's turning him to a Heartless slowly or something, but At the moment, it's just a constant stream of annoyance, because that boss fight is not designed for the Shadow Beast, by which I mean you're not allowed to revert from it once you're in it, and generally the first phase starts off with the green attack, which as far as I can understand, is only dodgeable if you cast Cure on yourself, or sometimes if you're the Shadow Beast and you run away a fair bit, but the Shadow Beast is not capable of reaction commands. So one of those would include turning the page of the book, so if you're the Shadow Beast and it hits you with the book attack, like you just have to die. Or wait out the timer, which is longer than dying and restarting the fight anyway. And that's complete random chance whether it gives you the Shadow Beast or not, right? As far as I know, because they haven't explained it. And if that wasn't bad enough, even if you managed to avoid the book attack, which is quite difficult to do even as the Shadow Beast who runs really fast, or if you lucked out and it gave you the first page with unlock or return or retrieve or one of them, because you can't turn the pages as the Shadow Beast, so you'd have to be the first page. Even if you drain the health of the right book, it doesn't let you do the reaction command to dispel because Shadow Boy does not have Keyblade. So it's literally like if you proc Shadow Boy, screw yourself. We hate you, please die, is the game's stance on it. And I feel I should broach the subject. I gather this would be easier, because I can't remember if... I don't know how much of the angry ramblings I'm going to keep in, so I mentioned this in the angry ramblings, but I might have cut it out. I gather it would have been easier if I just leveled myself up a bit so that I was doing extra damage, and so I had to tolerate the nonsense for less time. Or indeed, maybe they give me a dodge roll or something that would let me actually dodge some of the shenaniganery. But I just know, and I know this is a stupid thing to be annoyed and or anxious about, but I just know that if I did that, I would get some smartass in the comments who would be like, see, it's not a broken fight, you just were the wrong level for it. And that doesn't change the fact that it's broken. So you can be, the book, okay. The way the flow of it goes is you find the right book, which is usually going to be the one doing all the attacks that aren't just a normal tackle where the book flies at you. And you're supposed to whack it a whole bunch till it has 1 health, at which point it doesn't get defeated, but it gives you the prompt dispel. Sometimes. There are rules to it, because all of its attacks have armor, and the armor does not let you do dispel. So even if you dodge an attack perfectly and start whacking him, if he RNGs to combo it into another attack, which can happen somewhere from 0 to 6 times, I think, you will almost undoubtedly get hit by the attack. And if it happens to be the one-hit kill explosion, which again, probably wouldn't be a one-hit kill at higher levels, you will die. And that one-hit kill explosion... I mean, hold on. I don't know why I'm just talking about this when I gathered evidence. Which way is it? Maybe Dark Souls 2 hitboxes and like half a second of idle just to fuck with you .mov? Maybe that's the one. So after an attack, it will stop. It will either immediately flash red and go into another attack, or it will stop and start and go upright and start spinning idle like this. Except for the fact that sometimes it will start spinning idle like this, well, and you can see it's at 1 health there, so I should be able to just whack up to it and then immediately dispel. It will sometimes deliberately start spinning idle for a half second only, so that by the time you go to attack it, it then goes, aha, by the way, you're stuck in an animation and have you can't do anything now, and then goes into the attack, which it has armor for, so you lose the fight at this point. Like, there's nothing you can do to avoid that. And that attack, the bomb... has the most asinine hitbox I mean, truly indefensible. Like, look at it! Look how far away I am from it! And it's clearly exploding on that plane in like an X formation. And it hits me from there. And so the premise is you're trying to get this thing into a combo at the level of stats I have. I need to do 2 combos essentially, or a combo after having whacked it while it was in armor of an attack for some period of time. But you're trying to get combos at which point at some point when it's at 1 health and you hit it, it will nebulously, I don't know if it's an RNG thing or what, but at some point it will give you the option to dispel. Sometimes. We'll get to that in a minute. But there are like 18 or whatever other books floating around the arena that are fake outs, decoys, but they can also hit you. If you get too close, they kind of go like and tackle you. But there's no way to get rid of them unless it gives you the banish option when you get hit by the green thing, which you obviously have no way to orchestrate when it does that. But so if you whack one, it explodes, and another one respawns to take its place like 5 seconds later. So there's no like clear a bunch of them out so that this doesn't happen thing. There are always going to be a bunch. You can't like control the space. And they can come from off screen while you're comboing the real book here. So I'm at full health here. I found a spot where it's vulnerable, dodged its attack, gotten in. You can see the mirage appears, I'm comboing it. And then in a moment here, a book comes from off screen. Had no way to know which book was going to attack. Had no way to dodge it, even if I knew which one was coming in from what direction, because I was in the middle of an attack, and it's not like you can, like, attack and then, like, dodge out of the way or anything. And because I get whacked, it drops the combo on your man here, Zexion, which it instantly gives him the opportunity to do a counterattack, which, if he chooses the one-hit kill explosion while I'm in hit stun here, is a death sentence, because if I dodge out of the way, I'm on the same... I even paused here because I was like, I'm dead. If you dodge out of the way, the bomb's going to appear on level with me. If I had waited, it would have appeared above me, which, as you saw before, basically just means you die. So there's nothing I can do to prevent this bomb now, and I knew it was coming at everything. All because that book hit me from off-screen with no warning, something that I couldn't dodge. And that happens at a completely random time. While I had the advantage and had dodged an attack and was comboing him, I am now deceased. And look, that hitbox! I mean, I don't think I can belabor this enough. I cannot talk about this hitbox enough. This is the most, like, Friday afternoon, there's no time to quality assure this product we're selling. Look at this! How is this possible? And this is Kingdom Hearts, for God's sake. The boss fights in these games are awesome. So the way this the phase on the beach works is he tries to capture Donald and then Goofy, or, you know, it doesn't matter which order. One of your friends, then the other, and then you. But also, if you deal enough damage, like if his health bar is at a certain point, he just goes, screw this. You all get caught in the book, there's nothing you can do. So there's not much incentive to save Donald and Goofy anyway. So I don't even know why the notification pops up like, save them! Like it's gonna help. One of the many misleading nonsense things about this stupid fight that I hate. Sorry, I'm getting a little worked up. One of the many somewhat poorly thought out things about this duel in which I do not indulge vivaciously. So once you get him down to one bobble and like about a quarter or a third of health, which by the way, so I whack him, if he does this little twirl, it's basically doomsday for you. That happens at some point. If you're in the middle of attacking when he does it, it shoves you back. Regardless, what it means is he's going to land and then do the book thing. It does not necessarily mean he's going to do the one that auto-captures everyone, but it sometimes does. And even when he's falling, if you then go to combo him again, he just is armored and your attack goes through him, as you will see here. It deals damage, but he doesn't flinch, so there's nothing you can do at that point. Like, it annoys me that you can have a combo going and do nothing wrong and it breaks out of it. If they wanted to make it so that he regularly gets a chance to do the book thing, I wish they would have just given him more health or, like, I don't know, not put him in a game that relies on combo building. But I digress. So that was the one, I'm not sure if in this clip Donald and Goofy were already caught or if he's just doing the one that auto gets everyone regardless. I didn't hear Donald or Goofy go, wah! So presumably I just didn't save them. So you can see I'm headed to limit here because this is a dumb attack. So it basically is just, so I don't even know where to begin with this one either. So it puts you into this other dimension. The information pops up and says, find and defeat its real form before it's too late, which makes it sound like you're supposed to hit the book, which is what I tried for the first several hours before I said, this isn't doing anything, and looked it up. What you're supposed to do is wait for it to pick one of these spots, at which point it glows with a circle, and run underneath it to hide from the meteor storm that's coming. You need to do so within 15 frames, I think, ish, of it appearing. Fair enough. The average human reaction time is 250 milliseconds, which is a quarter of a second, which is 15 frames at 60 frames. So they're just like, react in the precise correct direction in the average human reaction time or instant death. Fine, I guess. Screw me for having 1 millisecond slower than the average human reaction time. I blame my being over 6 feet tall on it, because when you're taller, the signals take longer to go between your body, so your reaction time's slower. I don't actually know if that's true. I don't think it is. But nevertheless, I was so fed up with it after having done it so many times, wrongly, like poorly, that I said, screw it, I'm just going to use all my mana to use the Trinity to just tank it. Well, that time I actually got to the right one before doing the Trinity, because I guess I was just panicking. The Trinity, which sort of vaguely goes in the slight direction of him. This bit doesn't seem to do any damage, but when you do the actual begin combo, it does. I don't know if maybe that's just how the Trinity works, because obviously I haven't had any time to practice it. And clearly that drained his health all down to 1. So he's now in idle, He's got 1 health, so I'm like, right, now's the time to leap over there and do the Dispel on him. It gives me the Dispel prompt. I whack it. We get out of here. I get to do 1 little combo on him before he just goes, never mind, spin, twirl you away, and by the way, you're all in the book again, nothing you can do. And so we have to do that like 5 or 6 more times to get the rest of his health gone. I heal our mana so that I can do the Trinity again. I just have to run you through some of these clips because they are egregious. I didn't even try to run the right direction this time. I just said, okay, we'll use the Trinity to tank it. I don't actually know if I have to use the attacks to be invincible for this. I was just like, let's just do it to be sure. We hit him with another one of these, and then the finish combo. It does a fair bit of damage to him. Now he's doing some other attack here I've never seen before, but I go to whack him anyway. I hit him with 1 attack that he seemed to stagger from, and then the other one just goes through him and I fall. I go, what the hell? Okay, I whack him again. He appears, so I should be able to use Dispel now. I'm comboing him, Dispel prompt. Misses, but it just sometimes does that, so I jump into it again. Whack, good. We're going in for it again. I get 1 other little combo before he does this magic twirl that means you lose. This time I turn Valor mode. I tried to turn Valor mode because it runs really fast, so it's better for this thing. Of course, it gives me Shadow Beast. So I can't do Dispel anymore, but at the very least, I'll probably survive this thing. So I run towards it. I can whack him a bunch, but I don't get the chance to do Dispel. But at least this drains my form faster, so I can get back to Human Sora in a minute. Except, it catches me with this, which I'm below it, so I guess there's no way to dodge it. And guess what? Yet again, we're in a situation where I'm supposed to press triangle here. It doesn't work because I'm Shadow Beast, so I just die. Completely arbitrary random bullshit. Further arbitrary random bullshit.mov was that video. This one's called Bottom of the Barrel Dung Heap Rule Changing .mov. So I don't think I'm doing the limit here. I'm going to actually try and do it right, as you can see. So I just barely react in time to get this. One good combo deals a bunch to his health, and another. I start the other. I wait a minute and start the other combo so that by the time we get out of this mode and back into the normal book area, he'll have 1 health and I can do Dispel because that's the rules of the fight thus far. So I whack him. Bang! You see, it doesn't do any damage, right? So that means I've hit him enough times. Dispel is now active. He's flinching and everything. Immediately gets to do another attack, and guess what? I break him out of it somehow. He's still flinching, I still don't have the Dispel command, and then he gets to be invincible and do all this stuff. Instant combos me into the book, I mash triangle, I'm dead. Did we already watch completely random arbitrary bullshit.mov? No, I don't think so. So this is, I go into Valor mode here to dodge the spotlights. I should have just watched them in order. Now I don't know which ones we've seen. It's pretty easy to do it when you run this fast. So I'm comboing him when he's got no health, which is the parameter they've established as what lets you do Dispel. The prompt appears Dispel. Let's go for it. Take it out of it. I whack him a bunch. For some reason, a counter to everything else this boss has suggested, you are allowed to do this finisher when he gets down this health. He doesn't just twirl you away, which is the best thing to do, seemingly, because that does a combo, pops him up, and then you can do the air combo. I don't know why only the Valor mode's ground finisher you're allowed to do. But anyway, so I'm out of Valor now. We're going back to spotlights. I'm out of Valor, so I'm obviously bricking it, because I know I run a lot slower, so I have to react a lot faster to this. I get it once. Not bad. I was already facing the direction, so Sora didn't take extra time to turn around. That's ideal. I whacked him again once. He had 1 health. That should have been a Dispel rules as written. But never mind. Fine. I'll do another spotlight if that's what you want. Combo him once. Combo him twice. He's still 1 health this whole time. I'm comboing the shit out of him here. No Dispel prompt. Spotlight again. And I'm pretty sure I don't make it out of this one. So it just picks a random number of times to do the spotlight and just disables your ability to Dispel. Did we already do off-screen book hitbox garbage.mov? No, but it's a similar thing that we've already seen. So it goes into idle. This one's kind a little more on me because again, it's hard to tell when there's no floor and wall. I find it hard to get a sense of perspective, but I thought I was close enough for this to hit. I wasn't even near close enough. VLC, please cooperate. So it goes into an attack. which is a bomb that I might have a chance to dodge if I let Sora fall, hit the ground, and then jump over it. Except that at this exact moment, a book decides to pummel me towards it, and so it's game from there. There's nothing I can do to avoid that. If I waited, he would have floated in the air such that the bomb would have hit him. And again, I mean, I can't believe they would make a boss fight that relies on the targeting if they weren't going to fix the targeting. This is truly messed up. So look at this one moving slowly on the outside here, just above Sora's Keyblade, like the tip of Sora's Keyblade. If you go straight up from there, that's him. So I'm going for that one. It doesn't let you target it until right now. So the yellow thing means it's like a de facto target. Until I've hit the targeting button, it's saying, this is the one we're going to aim at until you say lock on for me. So I was going to hit it until it swapped at the last second here, and I counted it. That is two or three, okay, I forget what I counted. It was 2 or 3 frames after it swapped that the lock-on comes out, which means I pressed the lock-on button within 2 frames of it switching. Why is this a problem that it targeted that one? Well, going back to human reaction times, the fastest recorded human reaction times, and even then, I think this is maybe slightly an exaggeration, are 100 milliseconds, a tenth of a second, 6 frames at 60 frames. This game earnestly believes that I noticed the yellow reticle move within 2 frames and pressed the targeting button because I wanted to target this one. Instead of saying, well, realistically, no human could have realized we moved the yellow marker that fast. Clearly, they were trying to target the other one. Which is nonsense anyway, because look, I'm closest to this one in front, and Sora's facing it. So I don't know why I would target that one at all. So I run right up to it and I use the attack because I'm obviously not even realizing it's targeted the wrong one yet. And this is death for me because it jumps over the wrong way as the bomb is being generated rather than interrupting it before it does the bomb. And one-hit kill bomb. And then a book punts me into it. What's more, instant death. I don't have a thesis to this. I just felt like I needed to let you in on my madness here because like I feel like I'm losing my mind. Like, there must be some way that this makes sense and is a reasonable thing to have put in this game that people paid money for. But no matter which way I look at it, it's just completely unfinished. Like, this is a draft 1 boss fight that they not only that they included in this video game, that they included in a second edition of this video game. This was bonus content. Like, we're re-releasing this game, people liked it, let's put something fun in it. And they put the most broken, ridiculous, cruel, dysfunctional, inconsistent, poorly designed fight I've ever seen in my life, he said, exaggerating somewhat. And again, I might have cut this out from my angry ramblings. I don't mean this as an insult or attack on anyone who enjoys this game or indeed that fight. That is fine. I just feel the need to explain why, as a consumer of this product, my consumption was not enjoyed. And again, maybe down the line that fight is, well, but even if I had like a dodge roll or like 1,000 more stats such that I would be able to dodge some of those attacks more easily or indeed survive the one-hit kill explosion, that doesn't fix the fact that it's built wrong. There should never be unavoidable damage really at all in an action RPG. It's the point of making it an action game. And if there's going to be unavoidable damage, it should be a consistent system and not like, oh no, the books have a random chance to interrupt you while you're comboing them and then they can combo that into a bomb. And since the game has very much pushed me towards using the Valor mode so far, I don't know what the idea is in making it a random chance that the Valor mode turns you into the Shadow Beast that they just didn't program this fight for. Like, it's almost like they genuinely forgot the Shadow form was in the game when they designed that fight. Nothing works when you're the Shadow. It just makes me so mad. And that's the first boss fight we've died on. And I died like 80 times, or however many on it. It must have been more than that. I ended up using our Mega Elixir in the success run of that, which was unnecessary. Oh, I got another item slot, that's right. I wasn't even paying attention to what I got when we succeeded. The Mega Elixir was not useful, not necessary at all in the end. I was doing it so that I could have everyone up and decent health, so in case I needed to do the limit in a moment of panic, but it didn't end up happening. Oh yeah, and so I ended up cheesing the spotlight thing, because I was like, by like the 16th time, I was like, I'm embarrassed it took me that long to realize I could just pause to cheese it anyway. But I feel not an ounce of shame, maybe at most a quart of shame for cheating on that boss fight, because seriously, the amount of bullshit, like complete bottom of the barrel lack of game design in that fight, I could not stomach for one instant longer. Anyway, let's go get back to enjoying this game or something. I don't know if I'll be able to. So we got Book of Shadows, which is a recipe, and when did we get this? Oh right, this is Roxas. And a Lost Illusion, which is a crafting material. Those are some items we got from it. Goofy learned damage control. Halves damage taken at critical moments. That's probably worth it for him. Yeah, I'll just give him 3 AP boost for that. Donald, I turned off his spell so he would only be using Cure. I'll put these back to this. And I also changed their tactics to attack the same target as me because it just gave us that little extra bit of damage in the beach phase. I'll swap them back to party attack now. But yeah, I'm gonna be seething about that for a while. It just made me so mad. And let's carry on. Now we have a mushroom I was hoping to do in this place. God, I might wait for more skills for this. With the mushrooms, it's a little more fair to expect that I should wait for more skills. Because it's more just like, this is very awkward to do without more skills. Or maybe we have to wait for Oren to come back and be our partner in this thing so we can use it a limit. Anyway, I'm just saying that to get out of the way that I might not get this stamp, the stamp for getting whatever score they ask from me at this point. I'm going to guess that... Oh, I can get a skateboard for this bit. I'm going to guess that... like it's like a spooky spirit skateboard. Sorry, I'm going to wager that the mushroom is over in the place where we fought Pete and everything. Oh, Hades is just hanging around here. Hey pal, how's it going? I'm busy. If you've got nothing to say, beat it. Okay, never mind. I just figured I'd check this place anyway. Any puzzle pieces or anything in here? Why did I whack your chair? Yeah. Why did I whack you? Hey ah! Okay, never mind. I'll go. Part of my frustration with it, and I promise at some point I'll stop talking about it, is just that, like, since we hadn't died on any boss fights prior to that point, and I didn't really understand all the boss fights, I was just kind of pressing reactions and drives and limits until it was over. So I was kind of like, I can't wait till the first hard boss comes up so that I actually have to, like, really dig into these systems and interface with them instead of just kind of pressing whatever and hoping. And I was like, I didn't mean like that. When I said I wanted a harder boss, I didn't mean one that isn't built right. I want it to be harder and make me use the systems in interesting ways. Anyway, where the hell are we going for the chamber where Meg was imprisoned? I think it's the other door entirely. So yes, this is going to be a big old side episode and one of the angriest videos on this channel. Maybe not as angry as Spirit of Justice, because that really messed me up, but I don't know, it's not far off. And somewhere beyond this door, we expect, because most of the chests and stuff have been here, are going to be the missing chests and puzzle pieces that we have yet to get that I probably just waltzed on by the first time. Well, we know we waltzed on by a few of them because they were up high and stuff. So like, because like there's a path across there. It looks like there's even a doorway down, so maybe it's something we access from like one side or something. Or maybe I could jump to it from over here or something. I doubt it. So let's look, while we're in the Lost Road here, let's look for alternate paths back up. Oh, is there literally just like a pathway right back up here that I never took? Oh yeah, it just goes right back to the entrance in... Oh, okay. Well, that's not so hard. Great! Treasure! Lucid Shard and AP boost. That was a rock that hit me in the head. Oh, right, sorry, I didn't give Goofy the 3 AP boost so we could use that skill. Like I said I was going to. I'm just so shook up. I shouldn't have even went on for it about that as long as I did, because now I've gotten myself worked up again. But I want to be honest in my reaction to this nonsense. Oh, it takes 5. I'm dumb. Sorry. I can count. Better use them for something. And damage control. Get that on. Because Goofy's got a fair bit of health and all. I don't know if I can make this jump from here. I think I probably do need the old Valor mode here. Yeah! Daylight. Good. Can I get back to it with this? Yeah. Nice. Now let's see, while I've got this, is this enough of a jump to get me up to... I think I already had level 2 by the time I did this, right? So if anything was going to be enough to get me up top here, it would have already happened. But maybe if I go on, hey on! I can whack you and get up top here? Yes! Haha! Lovely. 2 pieces of the daylight. I'm still in a fight here, sorry. So I can't pause and check the rest of it. Yonk, 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 yonk. Lucid Shard from you. Ah, that's all the treasures in this entire world. Cool, so there's not going to be... Wherever we go next, there won't be more treasure in it. Good to know. But it's not all the treasure, the puzzle pieces in this place. Although this one, being that it's in the middle of the list here, suggests that we can already access it. It's part of this whole Lost Road sequence. Oh, right, because there's another big lump of dirt that's exactly like this on the other side of the room, right? If we go over here somewhere-ish. Where was it? Somewhere, yeah, this one, it's got a puzzle piece on it as well. So if I can use you again to get up top here. There we go. Perfect. That'll do me. Level up for Goofy. There was no sound effect. Oh, it's maximum AP increase. Well, that was interesting timing. So will that be the last puzzle piece in this place also? In which case, that's interesting that we've got all the collectibles for this place, even though the rest of it is not over as such, because there's clearly we don't have all the stamps for it. Yeah, all the treasures, pieces, and maps, but not all the missions, minigames, etc. Or indeed, album and story are not finished here, so there's more that's to be done here, and I have to imagine there's going to be some kind of Coliseum. Maybe they'll rebuild Olympus, and that's where we can do some kind of tourneys. I guess since it's all gotten destroyed, our records maybe will get replaced. But I want to see about finding this mushroom at the very least. And I think that's maybe all we were going to do in this episode. We can't pop back to Twilight Town to look for these chests, and we've got all the other ones we can manage at the moment. This puzzle piece in Beast's Castle, we reckon we need a glide or something for. And the one in 100 Acre Wood seems to be relatively out of reach for the time being. Till I get more of a jump to my main form from leveling up Valor, I suppose. Or perhaps some other kind of skills. But let's go see if we can track down that mushroom. I'm expecting it to be deep in the Lost Road here where Meg was being imprisoned. But they didn't actually follow up with, presumably, like, Hades didn't seem too off-put by what we ended up doing. So presumably, everything went according to his plan there, and he has actually unlocked the old Colosseum that Zeus locked up, and he's got a bunch more monsters, therefore, at his beck and call that are going to be problems later. Sure enough, this is where the mushroom is. So you're doing the same pose, so I guess it's going to be the same thing? Oh no, this time it just says time. So is it a matter of surviving for a period of time? Oh, sorry, to quickly defeat the enemies that appear. Is that what it said? Oh, I wasn't even reading the information thing. I was just, like, afraid and running away. Okay, so it's a matter of defeating them in a row. Okay, thank God it's not like the other one anyway. But I wonder what the good time is going to be. I don't reckon I'm going to get it this time anyway. Okay, right, so it's going to be their enemies appear in a bunch of different patterns. Oh, that's nice that each of the mushrooms are going to be a slightly different minigame, or at least some of them are going to be. That's a huge relief, because I was very worried for a while. Oh, that spiral thing really helps that those enemies in there are in the air. It's going to want us to get it in like 20 seconds, isn't it? It's going to be something a little bit ridiculous. But at least it's not a matter of my stats. Like, I don't have to hit enemies super hard, so it's more a matter of my handling of my combos and everything, seemingly. Of course, there may be some things like combo extendy skills that will probably make it easier. For instance, this skill is going to be quite useful for getting across into the air and attacking quickly, so you have to imagine there are going to be a few skills like that will help for this, but until it tells us what time to get, we don't know how difficult it's going to be. Can we do magic for them? That's useful. Good to know. I'll just keep going with melee for the moment. Well, no, maybe I won't. Do a bit of magic here and there. All right, 124 was our record. Well, they gave me a reward for it, so it clearly wasn't like a nothing score. So Tranquility rewards are going to be our reward for all the things. Now, what score do they want me to get? 45 seconds? Yeah, I mean, I was kind of hanging around. That's probably not too unrealistic. I'll give it a few goes anyway. I won't absolutely commit to having done it this video, but let's try and tighten that score up a little, shall we?
Yeah.
And I'm not really good at these ring ones at the moment. I feel like if I do this, I can do this slidey thing to get through them, all three of them at once. And that's probably going to tighten that up a bit. I can do one big swing if I jump at them like that. Okay, good. That's good to know. Finding ways to tighten things up already. That wasn't very good. I guess Valor mode actually would probably help a fair bit for this. The corkscrew thing should hit them all with this. This is a little hard to do quickly. I guess just kind of combo between them like that. Yep, a bit of this. Yeah, actually doing this in 45 seconds will be pretty tough. When my Valor charges, I'll give it a try at doing that. Because you run faster and all. This is the last one, right? Actually, I felt like I did way better there, but I'm gonna get like the same time. It was barely an improvement. So they all more or less give the same rewards. That's interesting. Right, I'll give a try at doing it with Valor mode, but then I'll just say we've done enough for now, and I'll wait till I have more skills and more practice with the combos and everything. This is gonna be my last try for the moment, because I gotta learn when to just walk away in this game, clearly. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they want to be in Valor mode for this. It seems like the only way. Yeah, this is not very clean so far. Oh, lightning is probably better, isn't it? For getting enemies who are far away. Well, a minor improvement anyway. Certainly no 45 seconds, but only 20 away. So yeah, we'll tighten that up some other time. I don't feel up to it right now. This episode has gone on long enough and with enough shenanigans. So sorry for another angry episode of video game on channel, but that's That's how I was feeling. I don't much like lying about how I'm feeling. Oh, well, just before we close it, let's turn in some of our synthesis materials and things. You can hand all of them over. And the recipe we got, there'll be time for 100% stuff again in the AX playthrough when we eventually go back for that. Alright, sorry, did it say we completed a list just then? No, it didn't. Because our lists don't read new. But we passed in Shadow Archive. We need Lost Illusion, Manifest Illusion, Remembrance Crystal, and Serenity Gem. So presumably, at the very least, Manifest Illusion is also one we'll get from fighting some kind of book enemy, because it's got the same icon. A Remembrance Crystal may be the same deal. And here's an instance where a Serenity Gem is an actual recipe. Ingredient, rather. I probably should build this drive recovery with the energy shard just so that we get that experience, because I think the sooner we level our Moogle friend up, the easier it'll be to just do everything, crafting-wise. Go on. Oh, interesting, I can craft a Mithril Shard now. I don't remember it doing that, unless that was a recipe I just got or something. You need a Dense Stone, Dense Shard, Twilight Stone, and Twilight Shard. Oh, that sounds really difficult to obtain. I guess that makes it sound like Mithril Shards are otherwise going to be limited in boxes and things. And so it's going to be, once you're out of them, it's going to be quite a tough deal trying to gather them. Which is weird that they cost so many for these basic pieces of armor that you couldn't possibly be able to craft at this point, really. But you can already buy in the store. Right, let's call it there. I've had a long few days. I guess we can sell a few of these joyous mushrooms before we close it. And really, do I see myself using that many drive gauges? Come on, we can sell. We can sell down to 20. And all the tents. Thank you for enduring my petulant outbursts. And that's all for this episode of Kingdom Hearts. This farce of an episode. Next video going on the channel is going to be some more Guess the Game, which is always a good old fun time. After which will be some more of this. Well, I guess we'll be carrying on to Disney Castle and actually properly carrying on the story. And I mean, nothing can be harder or more infuriating than that Zexion fight, right? Probably at least for a little while. At least till we get to the next absent silhouette. But yeah, that was real, pure, honest to goodness, genuine, bona fide, indignant, fury, rage, any other synonyms you want, irritation. Thank you so very much for coming around. Hopefully I'll see you around. Admiral's gonna be out of here now. Peace. Very well. Oh, I accidentally mantled that instead of actually standing on it like a normal person. Sorry, I'm getting a little better at this beginning bits. Oh, still, standing on this is also not fine whatsoever, so I don't even know why it's there. It's just there to make it more